Hello and welcome, my girly pops, to another Stadium game. We all love Stadium. We all love Wuyang Stadium. It's so fun. It's great. It's wonderful. So, first of all, unfortunately, I didn't record the first two rounds of this match. So, I unfortunately can't show you the end screen of us losing a round at the end, which is oh so sad. Oh no, how will I ever recover from this? But I personally thought that this was a pretty interesting match, which shows quite well that if you just adapt to what your team does, you can win pretty easily. And Wuyang is very good at carrying matches. At least when I play him. So we're starting off with a classic streamline start. Streamline is just the power where if I use my rushing turret, everybody in LOS, which also means behind me because I have eyes on the back of my head, they all get a passive stream on their head, I guess. Very good to make early money, very good to keep everyone alive. It's essentially Lucio, but without a range requirement. Yes, it kind of goes across the whole map, which is really funny sometimes, because I just sit on the payload, I press my shift quickly, and everybody around me gets healed. First round doesn't work out too well for us. The enemies get an early cap. My Junkrat keeps dying, which is a bit problematic if you ask me, but hey, we're not judging. Everybody can have a bad round. Freya gets a pick on the Mercy, which is nice, which is good for us. It actually enables us to get in closer in a little bit. Always make sure to keep an eye on your flyers when they get up, especially when they have Ashe and Sojourn. Like that Freya could have been dead instantly if they had looked at her. Like the Junkrat there, which maybe a little bit my fault, but at the same time he got shot by a Sojourn, so he just kind of dies. The enemy Moira is really interesting. She's going for a chain grasp weapon power build, like she's going for a very aggressive DPS Moira build. Don't mind me trying to wash my diva below. Don't mind me ignoring my diva for half a second too long. We're just not gonna think about it. The enemy Moira going for a very aggressive weapon power build. Unfortunately, she's never going to level any survival, so you're gonna see how that works out for her. It was quite interesting to see from my POV, because she was very much in love with me. Trying to get back to the point, my Junkrat taking a lot of damage. Ashe is on a dynamite build. The Moira just up my ass. Everyone wants me. I luckily get the touch here. I thought I would just fall down and maybe die. But unfortunately, a lot of unfortunate things. I die. I can't go anywhere. My Freya can't go anywhere. We don't have any ults. We lose the round, which is sad. But it's fine. It's fine. One round is okay. We're going into the next one. You see me already looking at my Junkrat, judging him. Even though from the stats, you would think, oh, he's kind of doing better than our diva. The thing is, when I died the second time last round, I think it was the second time, I checked the stats. Everybody already had over like 1,200 damage. My Junkrat was still below 500. So I was thinking, I might have to go for a DPS build to make up for that. Our Junkrat got a kill on the Reinhardt at the end, which is probably where about half of his damage there came from. Doesn't matter, I don't really care. Everybody has bad rounds every now and then. Throwing insults is not gonna help. I'm just gonna adapt. I've picked Pain Drops as my second power. Pain Drops, after I use my wave for a few seconds, I shoot 3 balls out. It's a bit like Falling Rain, his major perk, but it does a lot more damage. It actually does a lot more damage. I'm not quite sure why, but it does a lot more damage. And the balls are in a line instead of in a triangle formation, which, you know, is, I guess, better for coverage and so on. Moira trying to DPS us. Reinhardt nearly dead. Can't kill him. Very sad, very tragic. I have to heal my diva, which means I couldn't use the rest of my pain drops there, which is a bit sad, but hey, we're keeping our tank alive. It's very important. Right, my Freya gets a pick on the Cassidy, which is nice. My diva is doing a fantastic job every time getting out when she's about to die. And if I do things on myself, I do a fantastic job of keeping her alive, so therefore. keeping everyone alive with, what's it called? Streamline as well. Just, you hear someone take damage, just press your shift button. I'm going into this room right now because there's a Reinhardt right behind me, which is actually really funny, because he still boops me around. I was trying to hide from him. I guess he got me still. Our Moira unfortunately dies, so I'm popping my ult on my D.Va because I think, oh, we have to make a play now. It's quite unfortunate. Mercy going for a rest on the Reinhardt. My Junkrat, as the absolute MVP that he is, boops her into the air and cancels the res. I'm so proud of him. I was actually so happy about that. Because I wouldn't have been able to kill the Mercy because, you know, it takes like a second to charge up the orb. The rest takes like, what, 2.5 seconds or something? Mercy has over 200 HP. It would have been... No, I can't kill Mercies without the res. No matter how much I try. If someone else shoots him with me, yes. My Freya, the hero that she is, jumps into the Ash's face and kills her, removes her from existence. I'm just sitting on the high ground because I'm a good boy. And I hold position. And then I jump down instantly because there's a Sojourn there and the Sojourn could shoot my head off and I don't want that to happen. Reinhardt coming back, Reinhardt hiding in a little room. I would too if I were him. I'm very scary. Moira ulting from the heavens. Reinhardt pushing me. Now here's where I make a mistake. If I looked at his HP, he had like, what? 100, 200 HP left. If I would have just started spamming my balls instead of trying to get the distance, to empower them and do more damage, I might have been able to trade him. But it's fine. It's fine, we would have lost the fight anyway. My D.Va loses mech. I save her from the evil, evil scientist woman. Unfortunately, I can't kill other people because I'm bad at the game. But we have our ult again. Our Junkrat pops his ult. Our Junkrat's ult goes somewhere else. He's looking for things. He's looking for the second coming. My D.Va is sitting up there trying to get a mech pack. I hear the Sojourn ult, so I instantly pop my ult on my D.Va because I want her to live. I need her to get her mech back. I need her to exist. Which she did. We killed the tank and everyone else just didn't touch the point, which is very, very sad. Looks a bit weird, I know, because we can't really see the end screen, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, we'll survive. Now, this is where I start recording. I don't know why I have the stats screen open for so long. It looks a little weird. I think it was because I was clicking buttons to start the recording. So I was like, oh my god, I'm popping off. I need to record this. I need to show my mother. But here's the enemy builds. The colors are reversed now because now we're in the actual match. Which is great. Yippee. The enemy builds, Moira, DPS build, Ashe, Dynamite build, Mercy, Res, whatever build. My Freya is on a mini ult build, which is great, and that's kind of all I can tell you. I think my Moira is on an orb build, which is cool. So I instantly start spamming balls, because that's what you do. I hear the Moira's footsteps already, and I miss a few of my shots, so I disengage. Because I know what she has, I know I can kill her, but I also know that she can kill me if I don't hit my shots. So I leave. Then she runs into my face. I miss my shots again, so I run away. When you use your rushing turret, obviously now there's the support sub-roll passive, where you just instantly start regenerating HP. The Reinhardt just running at me, and I'm running away, and my Junkrat smacks him. My Moira disengaging the Moira 1v1, I think she actually wins it a little bit. I make a mistake there. I heal my Junkrat because I'm thinking, oh, my D.Va can live, but she didn't live. Well, her mech didn't live, which is a bit sad. It's a bit annoying. Yeah, so there's now the support role passive, but even before that, if you had Streamline and you used your rushing turret, you were, I guess, in your own LOS, so you would just gain the healing from it, which is nice. But our team cleans up. My bad. Our team cleans up. We get the first point in like a second. Keep poking, whatever. With Wuyang you can do a little bit of damage around the walls if you know how far you can go. Our Jungle is very happy about the bolas, I guess. I'm assuming. I can't read that really, but I'm assuming that's what it is. The Moira unfortunately doesn't have HP, so she dies when she flies into us, which is so tragic. Mercy gets a res on the Reinhardt, but I get a kill on the Ashe. Which means, like, most of the damage is gone. Our Reinhardt? Yeah, all our Reinhardt tries to go for my D.Va, which is funny because I was, like, right next to him. But I wouldn't contest myself either. I mean, I hear Wuyang prodigy. D.Va trying to kill him. Unfortunately, she switches targets. I'm trying to keep my Moira alive, which in the end burns me, and I run for the health back. I try my best. My D.Va flies heroically into the enemy team and dies. I get shot through a wall, but hey, it's Japan. The walls are made of paper. That's a joke. Is that funny? I sometimes don't know if jokes like that are funny. I thought that was kind of funny. Like, I think people get the reference. Anyway, we lose the second point, which is fine. We'll survive. Now that I look at the money, I have, like, more money than anyone except the Mercy. And the Mercy only made, like, she made, like, 17k this round. So she got a lot of money. I don't want my Freya to die, so I pop my ult on her. The Moira is just in. Like, what the Moira keeps doing is she keeps fading when she's low health, and then she just fades into the enemy team, which is a little bit peculiar. A little impractical for her, if I do. I smack her in the face with my balls. Consensually.
This ends now.
Score.
But anyway, we have the second most healing in the round. The Mercy got 8,000 healing this round, which is kind of insane, but at the same time, Moira keeps going on little side quests, just trying to suck other people off. Which is just, I guess, it's just what women do. But I see she has 271 HP, which, as Moira, if you're squishy, like, yeah, DPS is cool, but you die. It's bad. So here we can finally see our build for once properly. So I went for a third power, which is Tie Keeper, which whenever I actively heal people with my beam, I make the cooldown of my wave shorter, which means more wave equals more burst healing and more burst damage, because whenever I can use my wave, that means I can use multiple balls at the end. We also have Numerical Fusion Drive, which gives me 50 wonderful armor and 15 beautiful ability power. And Wednesday? No, I do not want to talk. And it's really funny. The enemy Sojourn is asking their Moira to come into the VC, and I'm just waiting for my Moira to say no, and she does, and it's beautiful and it's wonderful, and I'm laughing my ass off. But Numerical Fusion Drive, also whenever you use an ability, which we're doing all the time, you start regenerating armor, which is beautiful and can actually save your ass. Our second purple item is... oh, I forgot the name of it. It's the ability power item, the Super Flexor. So Super Flexor used to give you attack speed. When I started playing back in my day, it gave you attack speed, letting my jungler die. I'm so sorry. I sometimes do that thing where I just try to press my buttons, and I'm so locked into that action of pressing my button that I don't do anything else. But Numerical Fusion Drive, no, the other one, Super Flexor used to give you attack speed back in my day, like extra attack speed, but now it's an ability power item. It gives you 10% weapon power, but every time you do weapon damage or healing, which you basically do all the time with Wuyang, like you can see, I'm constantly at 5 stacks, unless when I say that. Whenever you do weapon damage or healing, you gain 5% ability power, up to 25 times, which means if I'm at 5 stacks, I get 25% ability power. Focusing so hard, it's like I'm fighting this Moira right now. You see how bad it is if you don't have HP. The Reinhardt, Goomba stomps my head. I cry in the spawn room. It's very, very sad, very tragic. My Moira trying to push the point. One thing that I like to do is I push the point to the checkpoint, then I go a little bit towards my team to heal them, to do damage, whatever, and then I go back to the point, because it takes a little bit to get past the checkpoint anyway. It has to like unlock it or whatever. Trying to smack the Moira, I'm trying to keep my diva alive. The Moira, for some reason the Moira has eyes for me. She's coming over to me, she loves me. She wants me. My diva, waiting for either enemies or the third coming of Christ. Moira just doing a thing. I thought she had faded like into me, but she just faded into heaven. She was just gone. There she is again, coming over towards me. I'm missing my shots because I do this. Like, my aiming style on Wuyang is not straightforward. It's like left to right. Because essentially, if I aim from one side to the other, I put more distance between me and my enemy, and I can actually empower the orbs better. Not necessarily quicker, but when someone is closer to me, which is a bit of an issue. I know I've lost many 1v1s to it. I'm trying to work on it. But hey, there's my explanation of why I'm bad. Keeping my team alive. I'm popping my ult on my diva so that she can maybe get more kills. For some reason, my ult didn't pop at all. Like, she flew in and it was just gone. I hear the hammer. I duck behind a wall. While the Moira is just coming for me. Like, she's... I gave her a little teabag because she's been just chasing me the whole time. And I think that's really funny. When overtime, I need to keep this mech alive, so I'm just focusing on healing my diva. Because I feel like if my diva's alive, we get a touch. If I'm alive, I get a touch, but then I die. And that's sad then. Like, I can respawn. My diva has a lot of HP. My diva goes in, she takes a bit of damage while I respawn and come back to point. Should be fine. Our Junkrat, our MVP, our beautiful little man gets 2 kills with his ult, which is wonderful. It's beautiful. It's amazing. There's only a tank on point. So I'm just running in there with my diva because we are in the lead. After all. My Junkrat just had a bad first round, which is fine. Everybody does it. That's why I said I don't complain. I'm just gonna adapt to what I saw that. That's like a little bit of a problem, I think, with... problem. It's a little bit of a weird situation with you getting your second power in round 2 already. You don't know if your team just had a bad first round, if they're actually insane players. And if you then lock yourself into a weird build because you think you have to make up for something, it's gonna be weird. You saw me type there for a second. I wanted to tell the enemy Moira that it's maybe a bad idea to go for DPS Moira that aggressively if you're that squishy. But then I remembered that not everybody is autistic like me, and some people might take that as an insult. So I refrained. But I want to let you guys know, if you want to play DPS Moira, that is cool, that is fine. I do not mind. If I'm your second support, I will love it. I'll just get a lot of money from healing, whatever. But please level some of ability. That would be cool. So I'm checking my team's builds. Our Moira and our Junkrat have anti-heal. They have Cyber Venom, which is nice. My diva has a bunch of random stuff. So I usually don't look at tank powers and items, because the only ones that you really need to know is the Reinhardt one that heals people, and the Sigma one that heals people around him. Like, I feel like most of the icons are either self-explanatory, or the powers don't seem to like they matter, but they're like, oh, okay, yeah, he has a shield when he charges. You can see that when he does that, you know? Like, that's kind of how I feel. I can already see that this Ashe is gonna hurt. She already hurt last round. She already hurt the first round. He's gonna hurt a little bit more. She has 70% ability power. She has a bunch of burning stuff, which is a bit annoying, but we have a diva, which means she can eat her dynamites, which is cool. But I don't think anything else of the Ashe actually burns people except the dynamites. This is where I absolutely pop off. I'm going to toot my own horn here. I absolutely carry this one. Like, I kill the Moira, I go in, I smack a few bolts around, I kill the Sojourn randomly, and then I delete the Ashe as well. Wonderful. Even with one ball. You see, I'm not reliant on triple balls. I only need one. I'm happy about that. Good job, me. Wonderful. Well done. My diva is playing Tracer? she came in there and was looking at me, and I was like, yes, I got you, baby. I got you. Don't you worry, honey. You will not die under my watch. It was great. Trying to push the Rein. Rein dead. Rein wonderful. Mercy was busy rezzing the Sojourn because we just do so much damage at this point. Even if the Ashe does like damage with the dynamites, everyone else on my team does a lot of damage in general. My Moira keeping a great eye on our DPS. I don't think I healed my Freya once this round. Unfortunately, the poor little bomb didn't get anything. I didn't have my wave, otherwise I would have tried to push somebody into it. My diva trying to get a squish kill, which is incredibly risky, and I was panicking a little bit. I popped my ult on her. She disengages, which is a bit annoying, but in stadium, in later rounds, especially if I feel like we're winning, I kind of just pop my ult randomly on people. Because I like the ult is cool, right? But like, it's not really, like if you're already winning, it's not really an ult that you need to hold until, like, I get it so quickly in stadium as well, because I'm just insane. I do so much damage. They tried to touch, they didn't get it. Everyone's leaving, which is sad. I won by myself. Did more damage than my diva and barely underdamaged my, I think it was my Junkrat. And we get play of the game, which is wonderful, which is great. Good job, me. I'm amazing. I left my mouse in that screen. That actually pissed me off right now. And it's this one where I absolutely popped off. Unfortunately, I took too long to kill the Ashe, so it doesn't show, which made me very sad. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. EP, I have a Reinhardt skin.